Hey, good evening. Welcome to my instant reaction to the 49ers 41-17 preseason win over the Los Angeles Chargers, presented by Prize Picks. I'm your host, Grant Cohn. It's late. It's 11 o'clock on the West Coast. 7 o'clock preseason game is for the Birds. I didn't go to it. I made an executive decision. Probably should have gone to it. I'm a professional, but it's a preseason game. And I went to the joint practice. So I came home. And now I'm doing my coverage at home. You know what? I'm happy about it. But you know what? I'm going to be in Vegas next week. It's not about me. It's about the Niners. Let's start with the main man, the guy it used to be Trey Lance. We used to hang over every freaking play. He was on the other team. He's still a lost cause. Poor guy. Dejon Stribling is the man we're all looking at. And we've seen him twice. I think it's fair to say that he is extremely intriguing, that he looks NFL ready. And he's going to produce a ton this year if he stays healthy. Those are the good things. I mean, let's start with all the good things for De'Zhaun Stribling. Now we've seen him in 2 games. What have we learned about him after the second game? I feel like what we learned after the second game is that his strengths are they're not flukes. His strengths and weaknesses are embedded. This guy's almost 24 years old. So what does he do really well? Well, he's actually a good possession receiver. He's not just a one-trick deep threat, type of wide receiver. They've established him with multiple different quarterbacks now as a chain mover on third down. He's replacing Jauan Jennings. So that's the most important thing he has to do, that and block. The downfield stuff is extra, considering the Niners don't really throw those passes very much. Brock Purdy doesn't throw those passes very much. Curtis Rourke does. Mac Jones does. But Brock's the starter. So we're going to see more stuff over the middle from Dejon Stribling. But so far, it's great to see him line up in the slot like Jennings did, run that speed out route and gain 7 yards on 3rd and 6. They need someone to do that. It's not going to be Mike Evans. It's not going to be Demarcus Robinson or Debo. It has to be Stribling. So far, is Stribling. That's really important. It looks like he can do so much of what Jennings did and more, because there's the deep element to his game that you have to respect. Jennings was the slowest starting wide receiver in the league. And for the second week in a row, Stribling got open deep and got targeted. And I mean, last week, he wasn't really that open, but he made the catch anyway. The pass was perfect. He spun around, caught the ball over the cornerback's head. Really, really nice stuff. This time, didn't have to turn around, ball in stride, over the shoulder, pretty perfectly placed, and he just dropped it. Doesn't mean he's going to be a bust. Jerry Rice dropped a bunch of passes as a rookie. It just shows that there's room to improve. I think it's a positive. He got a lot of work. He worked with 2 different quarterbacks. He dropped the ball again. He clearly has very strong hand-eye coordination. He tracks the ball well. But he needs to concentrate and improve there. Jerry Rice too. I mean, when he was a rookie, not anymore. So that's the good. He looks like he can absolutely replace Jauan Jennings. 3rd and Dejon seems like it's gonna be a thing. That's great. It'd be great if he stopped dropping the ball. Last week he dropped the ball on the pass behind him. Today dropped the ball on the pass over his head. I'm not as concerned about it because he clearly trusts his hands and can make catches away from his frame. Every wide receiver drops passes. It's not like Jordan Watkins, who dropped that touchdown that bounced off his chest. I really like Jordan Watkins, but he needs to be stronger with his hands. Stribling is strong with his hands. I mean, he could be a little bit like T.O. T.O. used to drop the occasional pass, but he also would make really incredible catches. The 49ers season is just around the corner, so let's head over to Prize Picks and make some official projections for the 49ers stars. Brock Purdy, 27.5 passing touchdowns, more or less. I'm going to say more. Deebo Samuel, 724.5 receiving yards. I'm going to say less. Mike Evans, 6.5 receiving touchdowns. I'm going to say more. Download the Prize Picks app. New users play $5 and get 150 in lineups when you win if you use promo code HMA. So I guess I'm not really concerned about the hands at this point. He makes really difficult. I feel like that's an asset for him. If he dropped a couple of passes, okay, it's preseason. I feel like the sure-handedness will be an asset for him. The question for me, the surprising thing for me about Stribling is the blocking. I thought that was going to be his best trait. I thought he was going to be struggling to catch the ball, struggling to get open with his limited route tree. That's not the case. Stop routes, go routes, out routes, dig routes, slant routes, doing pretty good. Blocking isn't there right now. Absolutely whiffing and costing the 49ers in the run game. Jauan Jennings was an absolute menace. He was so good. The best thing Jauan Jennings did was block. And then it was catch passes. So they really do need Stribling to replicate that part of Jauan Jennings' game. They need him to step up as a blocker. Otherwise, he will be in Kyle Shanahan's doghouse, even though he's better than Demarcus Robinson and Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel can miss that block 100 times and Kyle won't care because they're friends. But if Stribling misses it twice, that's a big deal. So going into week 3 of the preseason, that's going to be something that he needs to show that the blocking translates from college. Because so far it hasn't. I don't know what the issue is. And these are tough blocking assignments. These are crackdown blocks on defensive ends. And he's got to hit those. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to run the ball to the outside. Or we're going to get a whole lot of use check this year, which is my freaking nightmare. So, still really encouraged with Stribling. I think he's shown in 2 games that he has a connection with the quarterbacks, all of them. They trust him. They give him the ball a lot, and he's ready to go. This is not a 21-year-old rookie like Michael Williams, although he was ready to go. He played right away. This is a 24-year-old rookie who's kicking ass in training camp, in preseason. He's not perfect, but he needs to start. He's the future. He has he and Brock Purdy should be playing together for a long time. He's going to be on the team this year, next year, the year after that, as opposed to Deebo, who won't be on the team next year. Demarcus Robinson, who won't be on the team next year. Mike Evans, who might be on the team next year. Stribling will be on the team next year. Right now, he needs to start week 1. I feel like we've seen enough from Stribling, honestly. Like, would it be nice to play him a little bit? Yeah. If Brock plays 1 or 2 drives next week, then Stribling could play 1 or 2 drives. It'd be nice to see Brock try to get him the ball down the field. But really, they got to be very careful with Stribling because he's so important. You already know Mike Evans isn't going to make it through the whole season at his age. He might not even make it through full games. You're going to have to use him wisely, sparingly, the same way you use Dre Greenlaw on defense. Stribling is the guy you can use with no conscience. All the targets he can freaking handle. 7, 8, 9, 12, 14, 11. 11's a smaller number than 14, but you see where I was going with that one. He's ready to go. Is he going to have 1,000 yards this year? I don't know. Maybe if he has 130 targets, but I think he's going to make the offense so much better. And what other wide receivers impressed you in this game other than Stribling? What wide receivers have impressed you in preseason? Daryl Hodge had a play. Jordan Watkins had that one drop, but 3 catches, 41 yards, and a touchdown. Cowing had a nice kickoff return. I really feel like the 2 young receivers on the team are so dynamic. They could literally start Stribling and Watkins. They both have 4.3 speed. Neither one's small. Stribling's big, but they won't. Watkins is going to have his second consecutive redshirt year because Demarcus Robinson is here and Deebo's here. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm too down on these older wide receivers, but I feel like when you have a 24-year-old, 25-year-old wide receiver who runs a 4.3 and has learned the offense and is hitting his stride, like maybe get out of the fucking way and let him play. Pardon my French. I'm really excited about Stribling and Watkins. I like Watkins last year. He never really got an opportunity. They never really explained why. And Stribling, both of them should play this year. I mean, I don't think that Brock Purdy would hold him back. I think the speed would help Brock Purdy. And we've seen with Mac Jones. Mac Jones absolutely knows what to do with Jordan Watkins. He made Jordan Watkins look great in preseason last year. He's making him look great again this year. He's an interesting player because you could throw him a screen. He's explosive. You could throw him a slant. He's quick. He gets open fast. You could throw him the dig over the middle, but he's about 5'11", and he doesn't really attack the ball with his hands and make a lot of catches away from his frame. He dropped that deep pass off his chest today. You'd like him to be more sure-handed, but, man, he's a deep threat. He runs those deep crossing routes really well. He's a problem on play action. I really like Jordan Watkins. Now, he's not best friends with Kyle, so that's gonna hold him back. But the last two wide receivers the Niners have drafted, I like. They both came from Ole Miss. Maybe they figured something out there. They got two young wide receivers who were promising, and of course, they're gonna have to wait until Mike Evans and Debo Samuel and DeMar. I'm sorry, but you know I'm right. Sorry, Jordan, you're just not 35 yet. Chris Archuleta says strip club season. Strib club season. Young Montana been a member for 59 months. Thank you very much. Hey, by the way, I am going to actually like post members only content this year. Sorry, I haven't done that in the past, but I'm determined to actually reward you guys and post members only stuff. I posted 2 videos today. I'm going to be posting it. I'll try every day during the season. I'm going to try, and I'm probably going to up the members only rate. It's been 99 cents for nothing for the last 6 years. I think I'm going to make it $2.99 for a video a day. So thanks for hanging in there with me. Hopefully you guys find that worthwhile. You've been paying $1 a month for nothing. Now I'm going to give you $2.99. Well, not nothing, but badges and stuff. Now actual video content as I get into the facility, as I leave the facility, just my secrets. So I'm thinking $2.99 a month. Let me know if you guys object. Tyler Barton says, I feel like the Niners could easily go back to how they used to be in 19 on offense, where they had 4 running backs in rotation and a bunch of unproven wide receivers, and see who pans out. Yeah, but that year they had Mike McDaniel, and ever since he left and Kyle Shanahan's been the guy, they've been just leaning on Christian McCaffrey, but maybe that changes. All right.